Hel- Hello, I appreciate everybody watching. I entitled this "Who You Can Trust to Do Your Internet Online Business," and this is a good question because I'm a developer and I get this question all the time. Um, if you let's establish first the fact that you need to have an online presence if you're in business today. Doesn't matter what you do. If you're a plumber, electrician, lawyer, candlestick maker, whatever you want to do, you're going to have an internet website. And the reason is because, like a friend of mine once said, even if they find you in another way, they're still going to go online to further investigate you or see what your website is and try to find a little more information. So we're in an age of information. People are looking for information, and the best way to do that is through the internet. Not to mention the fact that we have handheld devices and tablets, and every day those devices are growing, and people are using them. They're becoming cheaper. The access is faster, quicker. So people are using online to investigate, to find, and to make decisions. So you've got to do that. If you don't do that, then you're not even part of the game. So given that, now how do you select somebody that's going to help you with that work? Well, that's a pretty tough decision to make. First of all, if you choose the wrong company, you can waste thousands of dollars. And then if they do develop something for you online, for instance, if you don't have control of your website or they put it on a server that you can't get to or something like that, you have to start all over with another company. And I'm going to show a video about that here in a little bit. But so choosing someone isn't that easy to do. And you want to make sure you make a wise decision, because if you don't make a wise decision, it's not only going to cost you that year's worth of internet activity or advertising, you're building no stability online. And in order for you to be found, in order for your website to get credibility online, it has to have some staying power, it has to have some consistency, and it has to be there for a while. And I'm gonna show you just, and another thing I want to tell you too is there's only one position that makes any sense if you're going to be online. And for a small business, don't let anybody fool you about this. This is very achievable. But if I just type in divorce attorney, Birmingham, Alabama, the very first person that shows up in this organic, or actually, we've got these 3 paid review clicks. But the studies are showing now that fewer and fewer people are clicking on these. Not that they don't click on them, and not that they don't, but fewer and fewer people because of the reason it's an ad, and they don't feel like it's an earned position. So in this position, the very first person is the Rose Law Firm. And then if you go down here, this is the Google Places, this is the local businesses on this map. Then the very next position down here in the organics, the first organics, is the Rose Law Firm. These 2 positions, this position and this position, are the only 2 positions worth having. The rest, this is about 40% of the clicks are going to come to this website, according to the studies. And there's a lot of studies out there, and it's growing too. So most people, even if they don't choose this law firm, they're at least going to click on it. They're at least going to take a look at it. So after this, then the rest of the other 60 to 70% of the people will click on the rest of these, somebody else on this page. But this very first position is the only position that you really and truly want to have. So if that's not something the person that's talking to you about getting this position, I wouldn't think that would be a good choice for you, because for most small law firms and businesses in their local area, like this area right here, Birmingham, Alabama, getting that very first position should be achievable. I'm not saying it's not going to be a lot of work, and I'm not saying it's not going to take a little bit of time, but that should be something that you can achieve. So if somebody's telling you otherwise, then they're probably not giving you good advice. The second thing is I find with developers is a lot of developers can design websites and make nice looking websites, but they don't have a clue how to get that website to convert, or how to get that website to be ranked on the first part of the search for the places and for the organic. So you want to make sure you get somebody that's well-rounded in all this. They're not just talking about having a good website, but they're also talking about how this website's going to be found online. Because it's like building, a paradise in an inaccessible place without roads or air traffic or anything like that. It's like building a website and not having anybody come see it. It's like building a filling station in the middle of the desert. Nobody's going to be there to use it. So you got to make sure that you pay attention to these things. Like I say, it's very treacherous out there. There's a lot of people out there will take your money and give you nothing in return. So you want to make sure that you choose wisely, that you choose someone that's going to tell you that they can get these, give you some sort of time frame that they can get it, and someone that can prove some success to you, that could show you some other people that they've done that for you, So anyway, that's you know, something that everybody needs to consider, and consider wisely. And don't just choose the first person or the first person that calls you on the phone or something like that. Think about it, and think about it. Like I say, that first position is where you need to be. I appreciate your time, and hopefully this helps. Thanks.